In this video, you're going to learn 8 ways on how you can use social media to promote your business. And this is going to help you have more engagement and get more visitors and viewers over to your social media profiles so people get more interested in your business and your product and service and what you're selling. And at the end, we're going to talk about the best social media platforms for your business. I am so glad to see you again and that you're back watching another video. And if you're new, my name is Christina Spoor and I love helping people grow their business online because I struggled for so many years. So I love showing people what I've learned and what works for me and what hasn't worked for me. So if you want to learn about that and want to watch videos about that, make sure you subscribe so you get notified. Like I said in the beginning, you're going to learn 8 ways to promote your business on social media. But if you didn't see in the thumbnail cover that it is actually a 4-part video series, so this is the first video of the other videos that are yet to come, and they will come in the following days, and we will be focusing on actually 3 specific social media platforms and features and things that you can use to promote your business on those specific social media platforms, which I will talk about at the end of this video. So with that being said, sorry, if you see me looking down, it's my notes so I can stay focused and on track, so I don't get sidetracked, because sometimes if you've watched my videos, you noticed I'll ramble on, and like I'm doing right now. So let's zone back into the 8 tips to, promote your business on social media. So the first tip that I recommend is keeping it simple. Of course, there are lots of options for you to promote your business on social media, but you want to pick a few, like, maybe 1 to 3 that you really want to focus on, you really are interested in, that your audience is on, and really focus on those ones that you're doing. If you spread yourself too thin, because I actually did that when I started, I actually signed up for all of them, of course, and I just tried posting every day, 3 times a day, and it was so hard to keep up the content, and it actually got discouraging to where I stopped posting and I kind of ghosted for a while, which actually really hurts it. And with the ones you pick, you want to make sure you are actually engaging, because like I said, it's a social platform, and if you're not engaging with the people that are liking or commenting on it, then they have no reason to continuously come back, because they actually do like that engagement. That's why they're on there. So if you have too many platforms that you're thinking about or worrying about, it's overwhelming. It consumes your time. And the final thing I will say on the first tip for keeping it simple is, with the other social media profiles, I do have them still, but I just go into share mode on them. So I just share like my blog posts, my videos, stuff that's educational that I've done that can help people in their business. So when I do eventually decide to focus on it, which I will, and grow, my Twitter and Pinterest, then I will already have content on there that I can, go off of. So it's not just a blank slate. Okay, so let's move on to 2. You want to get organized. It is helpful if you plan ahead and if you batch your content. So let's say, if you don't do this, it can be very overwhelming and it can be very frustrating, because when you're sitting down and the day you want to post something, what if what you thought about the day before, you're not thinking about today because those inspirations aren't going. So if you have some like inspirational moment and you just are like, okay, I have these great content ideas, sit there, write them all out. So you just have them down, and then you can use them when you're planning your content. Find the image that you like. If you need hashtags, find the hashtags you want to use. If you're going to add tags, list out the tags, add the locations, everything that you want to do, have it all done for you in, like I like to use Trello. I like to put everything in there, or you can already put it into like an automation one like Buffer, and it will automatically send it out to you, send it out to those social media profiles. So it'll just schedule it. But ultimately, planning ahead will just give you a peace of mind. So once it's done, all you have to do is post it at the time that you pick, and then make sure you come back and engage with the people that have liked it or commented as soon as possible. That way it is noticed by the algorithm and they like it and shoots up and it gets more juice going to it. So 3, you want to share value before you promote. So by this, I mean is you don't just want to jam down people's throats, you know, your business. You want to give them something they can learn from educationally from it. So let's say you are a beauty consultant and you are selling makeup and you want someone to buy this anti-aging cream. You would not just post a ton of posts about the anti-aging cream and the recipes or everything that is all to know about the anti-aging cream, because that really has no urgency or like why I should buy it. But if you maybe post about things because people who want anti-aging, they want younger looking skin. So what if you made a video about tips on getting younger looking skin, promoting your product in that video? Or you can make a blog post doing the same exact thing. So it's more appealing and you can still promote your product, and it's more informative for the viewer or the person who is watching it. So they're like, oh, okay, I really do want this. So yeah, they're going to click the link and buy what you have because it was informative, good for them. Now, I'm not saying they'll buy necessarily the first time from you, so that's why you want to have a list. Oh, let's get focused again, social media. 4, make your content stand out. Why? Well, making it stand out and different from it, because when you're posting on social media, if you post the same thing that other people are posting, so if you're in a company and you're posting the same picture that other associates are posting or consultants are posting, it really has no drive to be like, okay, I'm different, come buy this product for me versus, you know, my friend over here. So when you actually customize it and make it more a unique experience, then they have a reason to actually buy that product from you, whether that is, you know, maybe you offer free PDFs or free courses, whatever it is. Make yourself a little different from other consultants or associates that are out there, and then that'll give you an extra like to make you stand out. A great way you can make your images or content and everything stand out is by creating them in Canva, which actually has templates done for you on all different sizes for all different social media accounts. So that's awesome. And then I also like to use InShot, which you can edit and add certain like emojis and stuff like that to the photo to make it fun and interesting to look at. 5, you want to build a community on social media. So you want to do this because it's easier to connect with people who are actually interested in what you're promoting or selling on there. So if you're just starting out and you don't really have a big following, a really great way to build your group and your community is by staying consistent. And when you stay consistent, it actually, you know, shows reliability, which I discussed earlier in the video as well. Another great way to build your community is engaging. Like I talked earlier, this is a social profile. You want to make sure you're actually commenting back, engaging, messaging people, getting them involved, so they have reasons to come back and watch your videos, read your posts, stuff like that. So for example, Facebook has a great feature like Facebook groups that you can actually leave private or make it public. So like, for example, I just created this new group called the Ambitious Boss Squad, and it's meant to give you updates on trainings I do, free resources, courses, stuff like that for team members and people who want to grow their business online and learn more about that. So of course, if you want to, you can always join the group. I'll leave the link below for you. And I will talk more about creating groups and stuff like that in the video 3, which is promoting your business on Facebook. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming out in the next couple days. So let's move on to tip number 6. You want to be yourself. Why? Because your audience will appreciate it. So like, if you actually look back at my old videos, I actually leave those up on the channel. And some of those are actually pretty embarrassing, I'll have to say. If I actually cringe, like I will not watch them because they're a little like, I feel like it's embarrassing because of how much I stumbled or how rigid I was, because in the videos as I've grown, I've learned more to continues to grow. So like in this video, I've learned it's okay to just go. Like, so if I had a scratchy throat, I'm going to drink my tea and I'm going to be okay with it, and it's not going to be a big deal. If I ramble on, so what? So how can you be more like yourself and feel more comfortable? Planning ahead, knowing your topic and what you're talking about. So before I made this video for you, I actually sat down and figured out exactly the topic I wanted to talk about, and I wrote down the eight ways that you can promote your business on social media, and wrote down a couple jots of what I wanted to talk about within those. And then I can just like run off with it, and I can then just refer to it so I can talk to you. So like, say if you're doing a post, I'm sorry, my hair got distracted. And I will say too, when you do plan ahead and you know what you're going to talk about, you feel more confident. So when I'm on here, like, yeah, sure, I may not know everything that I have from head to toe. That's why I refer to my, bullet points, my trusty bullet points. But I feel more confident telling you exactly what I'm talking about because I understand it and I've written it out, and I feel like I can explain it to you so you can actually use it into your business, which I'm excited to hear if you can use these tips in your business. So comment below, let me know. So let's move on to 7. Use what you got. You want to utilize the features that the social media platforms give you. So this is a great thing for people who are maybe on a budget and who don't have a lot of money to spend. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the link in the bio section. So that is just so cool that you can put your website link or something to maybe a video you've done or another social media platform you want to promote. I would not recommend necessarily selling a product right off the bat because it's not really connecting or letting people, go, hey, you're just going, hey, buy this product, instead of being like, hey, I'm going to educate you first. The analytics feature, and that is just so powerful because once you start posting, if you don't have anything, of course you won't see anything, so start posting. But once you start posting and people start engaging, it'll show you like who your audience is, male or female. It'll show you location. It'll show you what posts are getting the most engagement. It'll show you the times that are best to post. So it's really awesome to know these things so you can actually make content that is relevant and unique for your audience and people that are paying attention to it and watching it and stuff. So let me go down because this note glitched out just a second ago, so we can go back to what we were talking about. I talked about this earlier. The other thing that I think is a really great feature is groups, which we'll talk more about in video 3, which is about Facebook. Business pages as well. That's a great feature because you can actually have unlimited number of friends, and you can add a little button in the corner of your fan page, which lets you send people to like a group or to your sales page or to a website, stuff like that. Which, like I said, we'll talk about that as well in video 3. Using the live features is a really cool option. You can use it from Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. You can also, personal messages. You can send them to people. That makes it really personal, and you can connect with them and build a relationship through that way. And I'll just cover more of those features in the next 3 videos because I'll be covering Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But let's just move on to 8, the final tip. It's going to be staying consistent. So think about yourself. When you maybe watch a TV show or you go to a restaurant regularly, like if you went to the restaurant and you got your favorite dish and they decided to change something on your favorite dish, would you be very happy with that? I don't think so, because it's consistency. It's something that you go for that restaurant specifically for, whether it's, a specific sauce that they've done or whatever it is. So that's the same thing kind of with your business. So it's easy to fall off. Like I said, I did this. I posted consistently and then I stopped because it was so overwhelming because I was not organized and I didn't plan ahead. So it's easy to fall off. And I'm not saying when you post consistently, you don't have to post 3 times a day. You can post once a week. You can post 3 times a week. You can post twice a day. You can see what works best for you and your audience. You're just going to have to test it out. But I will leave with one note. If you're going to post, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, once a day, make those the best posts ever. Don't just throw up a random quote or throw up a picture and leave like a little blurb like at the store or happy quote. Like I've done that. It doesn't it doesn't evoke emotion or doesn't make anyone take action or do it. So maybe ask a question or do something that gets them to engage with that content. Whether it's, 1 person liking it or 4 people liking it, that's someone that's engaging it, and then you're going to continuously grow from there if you stay consistent. It's about consistency. So the last thing that we're going to talk about this video, after we covered all those 8 ways you can promote on social media, is pick and choose what works for you. What do you like? What is your audience on? For me, it works out great that Facebook and Instagram and YouTube are where my audience are on. I think they're fun to use. They're fun platforms. I think that a lot of people are on them as well. I do think Pinterest is great as well, and Twitter. I just didn't get as interested or as excited when I was on there scrolling through them. I will say Twitter has gotten me more excited because it's fun looking at the trending hashtags. That's how I get more excited about it. For the business purposes, I'm not quite sure yet. So I just, like I said, I just go into share mode on those. But of course, once I start learning more about those and seeing results in it, I will share it with you so you can do the same in your business. So with that all being said, we just covered 8 ways you can use social media to promote your small business. And if you learned how to do this, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Now, I also want to give you free resources that covered a bunch of social media tips and stuff. And I actually provide those free resources in my training center on my website. And if you are not registered, you can register as well. If you are a member, you can just log in and access it under the free resources section, which is under the training center section. And with that being said, I will be seeing you in the next video of this series, which will be talking about how to promote your business on Instagram. So, bye for now.